right, good morning everybody. We got a little caravan of pressure washers behind us this morning. We got Ted from Dayton, Ohio, and we got Gary from GT Builds Ameritech. That's his nickname, GT. All right, we're going to be doing a house wash, two-car driveway on a corner lot, and we're going to be using a brand new rig. We're going to use both rigs, but it's going to be a great video today. You're going to see a skid that is bar none, not another one like it anywhere. All right, so we'll see you at the job, and we'll go ahead and go over the new skid, and then we'll get after some work. All right, let's get after it. All right, good morning everybody. Here we are, we're at the job. We're going to be doing a complete house wash here, clean the driveway, the sidewalk, all the way around the corner here. All right, and we got some special guests today. We got Ted from Dayton, Ohio, and we got GT Builds from Ameritech out here. And we're going to introduce you to Ted and Gary, and we're going to go over this brand new skid rig that's nothing like it. All right, you ready? Let's get after it. Ted, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for the opportunity out here. I appreciate you.
And I got Gary. Gary,
hey guys,
want to talk to us a little bit about what's going on here, how the build got done, and what it takes to get it done, how much time it takes, what else you got to do to get it going.
Pretty elaborate custom build we got here. Ted contacted us a while back about building a kind of ultimate skid, and we've done that now in this 8-foot platform. We'll start off with our reels. These are our own Ameritech exclusive reels that we build in-house. Nice. Very thick gauge sides. You'll see that they're welded on the corners, unlike some of the other manufacturers. Welded end caps, much thicker drums, and they're also about 1 inch bigger than most other competitors, which allow you to have a little more hose. Still fits pretty much the standard format as most all reels in terms of size. What's unique about these reels is they can be bought as manual, hand crank, or later on added on either left side or right side motor option, so we can add power to these reels. So you can buy this guy up front as a manual reel, save up some money, and then go ahead and add power to it. Unlike some other ones, you need to buy power from the get-go or whatnot. This is actually kind of ambidextrous, so you can add it down the road as you grow. Awesomeness. Reels, stainless steel manifolds. This is a true Schedule 80 manifold inside here, not a Schedule 40 like some other guys. We use a permanent bearing. It's a poly bearing. It should last indefinite, not going to rust, have any issues with the elements. All stainless hardware throughout, aluminum construction, so it's made to last and live a lifetime. It's going to last longer than most people live, it looks like. On here we have 1 inch 18 wide, 12 inch half inch for our soft wash, and then 22 inch half inch for the pressure hose. Yep, and this is mainly for storage. We don't have a swivel on this one because we're running through our system on the rig. Talking about that, we have on here a 5.5 gear driven cat pump, and then now a 8-gallon minute general pump. What's unique about this one over here, one, it's hot water, but two, it actually is using our prototype belt box. So nice. Inside it's gonna be a little hard to see. You can see Don get in there. What's that all about anyway, the belt box? So the belt box, I see it back here. The best of both worlds. We take the gearbox platform or format. We use a cog belt inside this box that now has pretty much a lifetime belt. That belt is meant to go 100,000 hours. So for the customer, it means that you have the compact unit size of a gearbox, but now no oil inside the leak, no gearbox issues, and it's a pretty trick gearbox, and it can hold just about any size pump on the market. You know, some of these pumps are getting larger and larger. Yeah, they are. Some of the gearboxes aren't supporting that weight. They're cracking, breaking under the stress. Cat's the only one that really has a gearbox on the market that really handles it. But yeah, they were so now new to the market is this belt box, which will allow you to hang your favorite brand, whether it be AR, General Pump, Comet, or any of that stuff you want to put on there. You'll be able to do that now. All right, so this thing can do it all. Both of these are the 800 EFI. We've already pre-modified these for Ted, so there's not going to be any issues, you know, with spark and all that kind of stuff. So these motors are going to be rock solid, and that 800 really is a great motor. I can attest to that. I've been going on how many hours now? Got about 2,400 hours on, you know, 1,200 for each machine. So now this motor, you've got the STR governor, so you can run this thing almost any speed, doesn't load up. Better fuel economy, you know, overall smooth starts. You know, the EFI motor is really the way to go. It's a much better motor. Awesome. Less linkage problems up there to rust and governors, all that kind of stuff that have issues in the chlorine environment. And this injection system that's on here is Delphi. This is made, you know, it's on cars, bikes, you know, sport bikes. It's a robust EFI. Awesome. The burner is all stainless steel frame, made by Largo. One of the best burners on the market, all stainless, everything construction, so you're not worried about any kind of rust. On here we're running 2 K7s, one for each machine, so that flow sensitive unloader.
Awesome.
The exhaust, we've done some modify. We had a little diverter to keep these ladders safe up top.
Keep the heat off.
Stuff like that. This thing's been pretty customized to fit. We mounted the filters to the rear of the vehicle, so it's easy for the operator to be able to clean. There's no excuses for not cleaning filters daily, checking that kind of stuff.
You can see them plain as day right there.
Oil drain for the units, all in the back, so it's easy to service this thing. We mount our machines down low. You see a lot of their competitors, their skid companies, I don't want to say any names, but machines are up high, all this stuff. If I want to spit some water out, it's easier to take a glass and gulp it versus taking a straw that's 10 feet long, sucking up water, and then trying to spit it out. These machines want to be fed water, and we want to keep it on the same plane as the tank, down low.
There you go, bottom of the
Gravity
tank.
works in our favor. We're not trying to suck water up a hill, then just to spray it out.
A lot of problems people have
Big
problems with that all the time.
We got big machines mounted up on the side.
You
of
see
these
that
things.
question asked on the forums all the time. Hey, how
Worst thing
come
for
my
the
thing
machine.
isn't getting any water? You know, this,
Well, why do I go
like
through
you
seals
said,
or valves all the time? The reason why
Well,
is because you mount your machine up.
you're
way
trying to
north.
force, 8 pounds a gallon up a
trying
hill.
exactly.
It's not going to work.
Worst thing for it.
So what do we
Big
got?
guy. So 24-inch, or I'm 28-inch cleaner. We
Nice.
mounted this custom mount there where we can lock it, so it's all secure in there. It just comes right out.
We're going to see this bad boy in action today.
Definitely. Same as his ladders. Ladders have custom locks on them and horns and holders, so they slide right in, lock, stay put, not move around on him.
Nice.
Moving around. We have a water drain for the tank here, so we can drain off the tank. Our soap tank for our proportioning system right here, a little 6-gallon, feeds that guy. We'll talk about that in a second. Pump spray holder, so we can drop them right in.
Those are the nice 2-gallon Chapmans too.
Yep.
Brand new. Nice.
Our wand holders are on the outside, so that inevitably the drips are going to drip down on the ground, not on our vehicle or in our vehicle.
Nice.
Bucket holder, so for utilities, gutter clean outs, that kind of stuff, quick grab bucket. Our gas can is 22-gallon, as well as our diesel tank. They're right inside there for
Easy
the
to get
burner.
to.
Proportioning system here, your standard 3-valve system, metering valve, water, SH. So pump is a 7-gallon minute Remco with a quick mount, so we can pull this guy loose in the event that a pump goes bad. Slide it out,
Pump in.
put a new pump in, we're back in business,
Wow, in 5 minutes.
or less.
That's the way to do it. Keep working, no breakdown time.
For the small chemicals, say maybe we've got some glass cleaner for a back window on a lanai we want to clean up, or wood cleaner for fancy wood door. We've got
Yep.
quick grab, small chemicals, so we can
Very
dispense
good,
that.
man.
Watertight toolbox. This is from
Keep your
Buyers.
boots in there, all your
Everything
extra supplies.
Up top we have a Milwaukee pack out for small part storage, whether it be quick connects, all that kind of stuff.
Fittings
Small
and
fittings,
seals. And
O-rings, quick grab stuff.
very nice. Nice graphics
For nighttime
on the truck
work,
too.
we have light system. So we have internal lights. They're all inside the rig. And the halo inside, that glow. So at night you
Nice.
can see the inside.
Very good. I see them up there.
We
Nice.
have also our big 9,000 lumen spotlights that are on the corners that are able to be turned and moved in any direction needed.
Yep, they come in handy. Wow, those are bright.
Yeah.
I feel like I just got my picture taken.
Yeah. Water tanks. We have 200 gallons on board of water. Both tanks are gated with Hudson valves, so they automatically fill, and then a 100-gallon tank of SH chlorine.
Nice.
Wand holder we've put in there, holds the wands up tight, organized, so we can see when we're missing a wand, we know where they're at, go find them.
That's a good way to store them.
Downstream injection, because we're big on downstreaming. It's the fastest way. We have our downstream integrated where we have already plumbed to water and SH, so we can turn on the fly, from back and forth to wash to using bleach. Up underneath those, little trick is we do a ball valve in line. So when we want to switch back and forth, we don't have to buy one of these big downstream bypass kits. We just turn our valve off, unplug while the motor's running, add our injector back in line, and go ahead and then energize and go back to work.
We're back to work. Now we're squirting bleach.
Exactly. We can go back
Awesome.
and bypass.
It's a great system there. Saves on money, you got to come back and change it, but oh well,
Yeah.
I'd rather come back and change it than spend $600 to have a remote control.
Less moving parts, and have to buy this bypass kit.
Very cool.
Pretty neat build.
All right, man.
Pretty compact. A lot of stuff in a small space.
So how long does it take to actually have this thing built? If you were to order one today, what are we looking at? 3 months to finish
We're
it?
a little busy in our shop, but normally I say 2 weeks or so. But it's being custom, kind of by spoke, all you know, a la carte to what the customer needs. So those inputs, you know, kind of go and make it special. We're not just I rip them out, stick them out, you know, same thing fits.
You don't
everybody.
do a cookie cutter.
It's
skids.
not one size fits all. This is what Ted wanted to fit his needs, and some of our influences to help him out too.
Right.
But we talk to the customer, work through what we want to build, what they want to do, and how they envision it, and then execute. But it can be as little as 2 weeks or maybe a month. It just depends on how custom and how crazy it gets. You know, you got something like Wesley's trailer that it took a few months, but that was a
oh yeah, that was a big build, man.
So it just really depends on that.
Very good, man. So what do you think, Ted? Happy?
Oh, I'm beyond happy. This is I mean, I had a couple ideas. I saw different people's rigs online from all the different companies, and I kind of jotted all kinds of notes of what I wanted, put it all together, gave it to them, and then they started telling me what they would do better and better and better and more efficient. The biggest thing was he knew that I wanted to continue growing my company. I'm going to be bringing it from Ohio down to around Sarasota, Florida.
Cool.
And with employees, I wanted stuff that was easy to maintenance. I didn't want remote control that they would lose in the gutter or somewhere or in the bush, and then I'm out that deal. And he made this thing extremely, him and his team made this thing extremely easy to use.
Yeah, the great guys down there, that's for sure.
Don talks great about Ameritech, but I'm going to tell you, he's 100% dead on. I got to set in the shop for 2.5 days, turning wrenches on this thing a little bit, handing him tools, placing every little thing right where I wanted it. And then he even had me rebuilding some parts with him yesterday to show me how I could do it in the future, stuff I've never done before. I mean, I was literally at a workbench yesterday with the little gadgets, taking stuff apart, putting it back together, and that way they wanted to know that I could take this to Ohio and I wasn't going to call them every 10 minutes. How do you use this? How do I do that? I mean,
This is you. We're a phone call away.
I have literally been 3 days going through this thing. I feel completely confident that I know how to use it and maintenance it. It's been a totally different experience.
Well, that's all good information to have. And like I always praise, Ameritech are the guys to go to if you want something custom. Just be loyal to whoever you're dealing with, no matter if it's here in Florida or wherever you are. You'll always have a good relationship that way, you know. Guys,
We know what we got to do now.
are we ready to get after it?
Let's get after it.
All right, let's get after some work, all right? All right, we're going to be trying out this new thing. It's sort of like an MP5 twist, whatever you guys are using.
Yeah, this guy is actually all stainless steel, made by MTM. But we're able to go from 0 right down to 65 or so grease.
And it's stainless steel, so it's not going to wear out like them other.
M5.
M5, what do they make that out of? Carbon?
Brass.
Garbage. So it's just trash. You're wasting your money on that. You can get one of these. How much is this going for?
I have to check on that. I actually don't know off the top of my head. We just got them.
Well, I'll have that information for you tomorrow in the next video. Hey, I like my goofball hat, man. Let's get after it. We're going to be SH and everything down. See the soap coming out of there? Look how wide that is. Oh yeah, it's coming right off. Now that's a nice tip there. Yeah, you can adjust it for long range shots. Look at that. Makes things very simple. Hey, it's the Gilligan show. Nice. Now look at that whip.
If I have it turned on. This has been my first experience with downstream here. I've only done 12 volts. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got chem coming out?
I don't know if I got it yet. Let me see. I'll go back and make sure it's turned on.
We'll be right back. All right, we got this amateur M5 twist works really good. Yeah, that thing's working great. Nice and wide. He loves to wash.
Yesterday he was taking over.
Get him out of the shop. He's gonna hog all the washing, man. Yeah, that thing works great. You can do the whole side of the house with that. Look at that. Hell yes. Gotta love the new gear.
That's fast, ain't it?
Heck yeah, that is. And you want to get all your cement around the AC units always. Just do everything. That's what I do. A lot of guys don't do that. Well, I'm just here to wash the house. Don't be that guy. All right.
I don't want to leave pouring on this wall in the sun like that.
Okay.
That's me in trouble.
All right. We'll be back. Well, here's something logical. If you use a big wand, you can stand in one spot and clean the whole side of the house. Watch this. Show us how it's done, brother. So just stand right there and rinse everything off without killing yourself. Now, I kill myself every day with a 3-foot wand. I'm not doing that anymore. What about you, Ted?
Not at all. This is it. I'm getting rid of everything else. 7 foot all the way.
You heard us. That's a 7-foot wand, and look what you can do standing in one spot.
Right.
And you can probably scroll through Facebook if you wanted to.
All right, now I'll show you the opposite.
If you want to get fired. All right, here we're going to do the opposite now.
3-foot wand again.
All right, here's when you want to work twice as hard. All right. See all that movement? He's going 100 steps. He didn't have to move before. Pretty cool.
Hey, John, can I point something out?
Yeah, go ahead.
For everybody watching, this is the guy that built this rig. They've got hundreds of pressure washing jobs back at the shop that they need to fix. And this is his second day on my rig teaching me how to use it. You'll never get that service anywhere in this country, I promise you.
That's customer
2 days in a
service.
row.
Bar none, the best
That's
service
the
you
owner
can
of
get.
Ameritech right there.
Awesome, man. Looks like you're getting wore out doing it that way.
I'm wet too. Now you make wet money.
There you go. Wet money. That's it. Wet money is the best money. It's clean. It's clean, I tell you. All right. Well, we're going to get after the rest of this puppy.
Get back to that 8-foot wand.
Ted's going to be getting after it out here, and we're going to be getting this concrete done. We're going to be getting this 24-inch monster machine going. All right, these guys are going to finish up this house right here, and I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff hooked up, get this chlorinated down there, and get the sidewalk done over here, and get the gutter and the road done while these guys are going crazy. All right, Ted's having a good day today. That's one happy guy right there. And that's Gary, the owner of Ameritech. He's out here working, showing his customers how to work, how to run the gear. You don't get that kind of service anywhere else, I guarantee it. All right, I'm Don, and we'll be back. Ted's having a blast with all his new toys. Yeah, 28-inch monster. Whisper wash, man. They make one for everybody's needs, right? Got a little bit of striping across there. Went ahead and put a post treat on it. Probably have to go over it a little bit more. Run over it with the surface cleaner up and down a little bit probably. Sidewalk's coming out good. I got the gutter in the road all the way down. All I gotta do now is a satisfying rinse. All the way down, all the way down. Got pretty good water pressure here. I use a little bit. And I'm running 10.5 gallons a minute, so let's get after it. All right, so they are gonna go up and down to get rid of those lines that you see going across. Probably just went just a little too fast. We'll do a little real time. Ted likes to walk real fast. He'll have to slow down a little bit as he gets used to this equipment. Yeah, that's flying. Oh, it's got 8 gallons a minute coming out of there. 28 inches. It's important. Did you see that? Now he's going to be good to go. All right, we need a new battery, and we'll be back. Let's get after it. All right, I hope everybody's enjoying it. And you can get one of these from the Fresh Rinse. Old Ted knows the Fresh Rinse up there, and has bought many sides from the Fresh Rinse. Pretty cool. But it does, you know, make people aware of what you're doing. All right, now we're going to go ahead and rinse the sidewalk off all the way down. Then we're going to go ahead and post-treat it on the way back down. All right, let's get after it. Let's go over here and watch the rest of the house wash be completed. And we'll be done with this popsicle stand. We'll be out of here. Let's get after it. Look at that. There's a man in his glory right there. Getting lots of soap. All we got to do now is get the rest of this done, and we'll be getting after it. We'll be done. Here comes GT Builds with the 8-foot wand. Makes it a lot easier to rinse. All right, let's get after it. Helpful tips for everybody. And like I said, if you want a custom rig, those are the guys to contact. They'll work with you. I mean, they had him in the shop for 2 days taking apart pumps, putting them back together, showing them how to do troubleshooting, maintenance. He's in Ohio, he just can't come down here, you know what I mean? Saves on a lot of the phone calls as well. But the man is thrilled. Ted, congratulations, buddy. All right, let's get after it. right, let's watch the finishing rinse. Looking good. Everything looks great. Perfecto. Spraying a little bit more bleach. And he is using the 2565 V-Jet. Now that's the 0060 original saw reach tip. Very nice. My customer's going to be a very happy guy. He's at his daughter's funeral right now, which is a hard thing to deal with. You don't want to ever bury your kids. He's lost 2. Anyway, all the lines are gone in the driveway. There's still a few right here. If I need to treat this a little bit more. Went a little too fast. All right, we'll be back. Let's get after it. All right, here we are wrapping it up. Ted's letting some water out. You don't want to travel with a whole lot of water. Especially if you got to go to Ohio, man. The thing performed very well. House came out nice. Driveway came out good. Everything looks great. And Ted's got a brand new rig. In the market for a hose reel, get you a real man's hose reel.
Yeah, these things are smooth.
Smooth as glass. Very nice. Well, that's going to conclude today's new rig segment. Ted, thanks for coming over, and thanks for buying a rig from Ameritech.
Let's get after it.
Great guys. Let's get after it. You heard them. All right, here we are. Job number 2. Hey, man, I'm digging the new hat, too. I like it. Thanks a lot, Ted. What a great day, man. Thank you for lunch, too. Even bought my wife lunch. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Not very many of us left, you know. All right. Got a very small porch to do here. This is a regular customer. Did the house and the driveway about, 6-8 months ago. Still looking good. All right, we got the water hooked up right there. Hose management. Always watch where the hose is. Don't be tripping on the hose. Right, Ted? Anyway, Ted was excited about running his equipment today, and we were getting after it. I see another live plant in there that I got to get out of there. Right there. We'll go in and snatch that. But this is the porch we're going to be doing. We'll hit the outside. Got some green algae up here. Let's take a look at it. See that up there? And it's really moldy inside. Algae is very bad. It's all in there. We'll go inside and have a look once we get in there. It's a small confined area. So let's get after the outside first. Then we'll go inside and have a review. Then we'll get after it. All right, let's do a little real time here, okay? We have 2560 V-Jet soap tip. Turns the soap right on. Watch this. All right, it's off. See, all that had mold and algae on it. It's going away. We're going to rinse the outside here in just a minute before we go in. But a lot of that algae is going away just by spraying through the screen. So whenever you can do that, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Of course, we got to get the other side and touch it up, do the floor and stuff. But it makes minutes out of these jobs. All right. Let's go ahead and rinse the outside off, and then we'll go inside and get after it. Oh, let's have a look what I'm talking about. There's some algae right there. There's going to be some on this side, over there, all the way across. And we're going to get this floor rinsed off, get the windows, the furniture, everything back here rinsed off, all right? Let's get after it. All right, we'll continue in real time. We're just going to fade everything out so now you know what's happening. All right. And when you do it around ceiling fans, just go over the top of them. Don't get much really good without breaking. Trying to get the ceiling clean though. That's how you do it, folks. Now we'll let it soak a little bit, and then we'll be back for the satisfying rinse, all right? Get after it. All right, let's have a look. All the mold's gone. The floor's nice and clean. The furniture's clean. The windows are clean. Everything's clean. All right, that's going to be a wrap for today. Except for rinsing this screen right here off. The rest of that SH that's up there, and then we'll be done, all right? We'll see you tomorrow. Let's get after it.